Leo, hello, my darling. Welcome to your March reading. I am using my Guiding Light Oracle, a new deck, followed by my Pastoral Tarot for your messages for March. If this reading resonates, my darling, you are hearing it within your divine design. And if it does resonate, or I resonate as a reader, thank you so much for liking this video. Thank you as ever for your wonderful comments. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed. And thank you also for those of you who have become members of this channel. If I resonate or this reading resonates as well, I do offer as my gift back to you a 30-minute online pay what you can reading. So the details of those are in the description box below. So what have we got for you that's come out while I was talking? We've got Follow the Signs and A Starry Night. So Spirit has been quite amusing. Follow the signs, look around you for clues. The answer to your question is right in front of you. And a starry night, the beaming and glistening light from the stars reminds you that there is hope for your future. So what I'm feeling is that literally the universe is presenting you with sort of breadcrumbs of hope, breadcrumbs of ideas, breadcrumbs of solutions. They are right there in front of you. Follow the signs, a starry night, because it is about reaching for the stars. It is about seeing the signs, perhaps in the tarot for you, perhaps in the oracle cards for you, perhaps in your own horoscope as well. But it's right there in front of you. So say to the universe, say to your guide, say to Spirit, what is it that I'm not seeing? Thank you for showing me the signs as great big fat breadcrumbs for me to follow, for me to see, and then take the necessary action for that. Look around you for clues. So it's almost like this isn't anything that is meant to cause you any upset. This is something where, you see, looking around for clues is kind of like playing this game of life. And it's about saying, do you know what? I'm going to take responsibility of this one. Okay, so what am I meant to be looking for, universe? What am I meant to be looking for, Spirit? And say, thank you for showing me. Thank you for making it obvious. And, you know, just like any game, when we're learning how to do it, it'll become easy. It's easy. And then as you are open to believing in the signs, then you get to see more and more and more as well. The answer to your question is right in front of you. And to say that this is all happening for you. This is all for you to see that there is hope, that there is something in front of you that's going to make you smile again. Maybe you haven't smiled in a little while, my darling. So let's see where you are right now, my angel, and then we'll move on from that. Thank you for Leo. So the King of Pentacles has come out. They want you to recognize, and perhaps this is what is right in front of you and you're not seeing, to recognize, to be grateful for everything that you have achieved in your life. Don't discard any of it. Don't discard any of the achievements that you have had. It has all made you who you are today. And it's all been naturally grown. It's all been homegrown. Interesting expression I keep getting today, homegrown. And it's created in you a wonderful, I'm going to say vintage, because this is a vintage wine here. I'm not saying you're old or anything, but it's wonderful to be old. You know, I'm much older now, and I love it. But it's created in you a wonderful vintage, a wonderful blend of something to be savored. You are something to be savored, my darling. And I think that's what's right in front of you, that you perhaps haven't noticed that, because this is your energy at this time as the King of Pentacles. And you have achieved so much. And I feel you're ready for another challenge. But within that space, Spirit wants you to recognize everything you've done so far. So you have got choices in front of you. Thank you. What is Leo's challenge? Thank you. The Chariot. The Chariot. So the Chariot is about life force energy that can be working through us if we allow it to be. Your challenge, my darling, is not to make things harder for yourself by trying to achieve too much too soon, by trying to do too much. Can you see here? This load is too much for these horses to carry, and they are bringing it. This is the harvest coming in. So it's saying, let it, don't be in too much of a rush. Don't worry too much because the storm clouds are coming. Don't worry too much about trying to make something happen because of your fears of not doing it in time. The universe works in divine timing. So it's very interesting, this Chariot card, because you have already, as this King of Pentacles, and this is the King, so this is the masculine energy within you. This is the logical mind, the brilliance, the manifester, the achiever, you know, the hard worker. You've done so much, and your challenge is to accept now that things will be as they're meant to be, and that some things are not intended to come into the fruition of what we feel they are meant to, but out of it, something else comes as well. And your path ahead can be one of utter balance of your masculine and feminine energies. And the Chariot is saying that is able to do so, but you don't need to put so much effort, so much. There's one other message in here, Spirit, isn't there? I think your movement forward is to have a little bit more trust and faith in the natural process of things, to apply your will and determination to this, but to let go of fearing the worst is going to happen rather than the success of it. Let's just see what else comes out for you, because you have got the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. Thank you. And you've already laid the path ahead. The path's quite clear. You've laid the path ahead. Okay, so let's have a look at your recent past for Leo. Thank you. Oh, that flew out for you. Interesting. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles in the past, and here you are in the present here as well. I feel that you've stepped forward, and this is why this challenge has been, this is just about you, my darling, okay? Whether this is about a relationship or not, this is about you, because you've got both the male, the yin and the yang energy here working side by side. So this is about, as I said, the determination alongside the surrender. So you can be very determined, you can be very free-willed, you can be very focused and very driven. But at the same time, it's the balance between that and surrendering to what is, letting go of expectations, you know, giving in to what is happening, and also coming to a sense of surrender about what has happened in the past. So I feel that you have in the past, within the feminine aspect, dreamed a dream. You've dreamed a dream. You have been very spiritually focused. You have created a sense of connection within yourself that has overridden any fears that you may have had or any anxieties that you may have had that you couldn't achieve things in your life. Whatever has happened to you, my darling, has happened for you. And with this Queen of Pentacles, you are now, in effect, bringing into the balancing out of your divine masculine has come in with the King of Pentacles. But that King of Pentacles can be an amazing partnership in terms of the balance within you, or it can be one that stumbles over itself trying to make something happen. So remember to come back into that surrender stage. It's beautiful reading, because you are, if you surrender now and you allow this to move in the way that it's intended, the Chariot here, and I come back to follow the signs, a starry night, there is everything that is for you, that hope is there for you. The answer to your question is right in front of you. Well, that's you, my darling, if you're looking in the mirror. The answer to your question is right in front of you. And perhaps it's simply doing something different, coming back to that place that has created all of this potential through your hard work and diligence, abundance in your life, and future abundance in your life. But coming back to that place of divine design, surrender. You've done everything you need to do. So what's the next move you're going to make? It's interesting. Let's have a look to see consciously. Thank you, Spirit. Seven of Swords. So in your conscious mindset, there is a sense of, why didn't I do that? And I should have done that. And goodness, there's a sort of second guessing going on. But there's also the understanding that no real damage was done. The fox is turning the other way here. The hens have been let out of the hen house. Perhaps it was something that was unintentional. This person didn't mean to do it. Of course they didn't mean to do it. So within this Seven of Swords space, there is a conflict of interest within your mind, as opposed to what perhaps in hindsight, looking at something and saying, do you know what? I understand and it's okay. I've let go of it. And then there is the other side of it with this conflict of interest of perhaps focusing too much of what has happened as opposed to what is coming in for you. So it's sometimes in hindsight, we can look at a pattern that's happened in our life, and we can say, oh, because that happened, this has now happened. So actually, it's been positive for me, because out of everything, life is all about contrasts. Can't have black without white. You can't have up without down. Can't have front without the back. So it is through the contrast sometimes that we actually really know what we desire, but also sometimes through situations that happen when we are in situ in them, we can't see what's going to come out of it that could possibly be positive or good. But there always is. There is always something. There is always a pattern, and the truth emerges. So perhaps you are asking questions at this time about something that's proving to be quite hard work for yourself, and Spirit wants you to let it go. To let it go, and to know that the right answer will come through for you when you need to hear it, when it is within your divine design, and it's right in front of you almost, but it's very, very close. And there is an aspect of you that already sees the truth, already sees the purpose of this Seven of Swords event. But perhaps you're not really wanting to see it just yet. Anyway, we'll see what else wishes to come out. Let's have a look at your subconscious. Thank you. Oh, that flew out. The Five of Cups. So there is, let me show you these three cards. Seven of Swords, which is your above. The Five of Cups, which is the below, subconscious and conscious mind. There we go. So consciously, you're very aware this is where your conflict is going on within the Seven of Swords. Then you've got the Chariot in the middle, which is your challenge, okay, to let this move, to let this go the way it is intended. Naturally, there is a storm perhaps coming in. You can't run from it, but you can choose to perhaps do something to create a shift, a change for you. And then you've got here the Five of Cups. So this is your subconscious. Now, our subconscious is amazing piece of kit that we have. and it imprints everything. It remembers everything. But we can either produce our subconscious to work in alignment with our conscious by understanding perhaps what our deepest intentions, our deepest motivations are, by observing our reactions to things, our emotions, and really getting to know ourselves, really truly getting to know ourselves. Then we're in alignment, because then we're perhaps seeing things as they are, not as we are perceiving them. So the Five of Cups is to say that there is within you a deep, the feeling behind the feeling behind the feeling is one of regret, is one of remorse, is one of what if I should have done that, or perhaps they should have done that as well. And the universe is saying, no, everything is exactly as it should be. And with this Five of Cups, yes, she spilt the milk here, but spilling milk is seen as something that's small. Don't cry over spilt milk. Because there's a cow here. The cow can give you more. The universe is ready. There is always more for you. But if you're focusing on the negative of it, you can't see that there is more there for you, that there is hope. So this reading is to say to you, despite your fears of losing perhaps everything at this time, and the movement of everything that is happening for you, that actually there is something there that you're not seeing in hindsight to take away from this. There is something, my darling. So in your near future, thank you. And thank you, Spirit. I'm also saying here the cockerel. This is an aspect of your call to awakening. This is an aspect, this is a point in time for you to start to really truly see things differently in a very positive way for yourself, and follow the signs. Look around you for clues. The answer to your question is right in front of you. And there is, within what has happened, there has been opportunities for other things to happen. They want you to look at that, because the cat is drinking the milk, and quite a few cats are drinking the milk. So there has been opportunity for other things to happen. And perhaps that's part of the aspect of the answers right in front of you. Near future, please. Thank you, Spirit. The Hangman and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel that with this Hangman, this is this aspect of you coming into a place of seeing the answer right in front of you, seeing things then from another perspective, and actually in hindsight being quite relaxed about it and having a sense of peace. There's no urgency anymore in the future. It's just acceptance, it's surrender, and seeing life being reflected back at you as a reflection of that energy that you're giving out. And with this Eight of Pentacles here, she's creating a gorgeous sort of quilt. And this is about the divine design, the divine pattern. So it is the focusing on the love and attention you're giving to yourself, to your home, to your energy around you, everything. This is an energetic card of being at one, of being contented, and creating something that you are going to create according to your design. You're making a choice here about your future. So this is a very powerful state to be, because with your different perspective, we're seeing things in hindsight that there is no more crying over spilt milk. The chicken's been let out of the coop. It doesn't matter. It was all intended to be, because out of that's come something else. And out of that, this woman is representing you, saying, do you know what? I'm going to create something this way. So this is you consciously living your life for your greatest good, creating something just the way that you desire and wish to intend for it to happen. And she's got everything she needs there, and it's all very orderly. So you're prepared. This is the law of preparation. This is you saying, this is what I'm going to intend to do. And you've got this little bird up here in the tree that's also building its nest. So it is the messages from Spirit are, this is all naturally going to happen for you. And there is something that's going to bring you a great deal of joy and comfort and creativity and peace in the future, with the hindsight of looking back to say, okay, I understand why that happened now. So there we are, my darling. I'm going to wrap it up there for you, Leo. I look forward to doing another reading for you this week, actually, with the weekly readings, a little bit shorter. But in the meantime, have the rest of a lovely, beautiful day. Take care, my darling. Bye-bye.